All right, y'all, I'm back. Okay, I know it's late. I revisited that link that was sent to me and have found so there's like tons of sections for him. I'm in the photos right now. And look at this beautiful photo, y'all. Dr. Carver crocheting. That's how I survived in college, my freshman year, when I went originally crocheting. Isn't that beautiful? Amazing. This man was a crocheter. You talking about multi-talented, multi-gifted. He partook in many different hobbies, such as arts and crafts. Crocheting was one way for him to relax. My mama used to crochet and make blankets for her grandbabies. Oh, I love it. What is this? Oh, some of them it'll just download as opposed to making it larger. He's reading right there. Gosh, here he's teaching students. They're conducting a soil analysis. Here he's here he's administering something. He's boxing right here. I mean, just beautiful. Just beautiful. So, let's see. Let's see if I can find. No, these are the only videos that they have. That's crazy. They say to reach out for the full video, which I did, but I guess this is it. Just these 41 seconds. He reminds me of an old family friend of ours from Michigan. Sweetest man, sweetest old man. Always in the garden. Serious green thumb. Let me see. Documents. There's more audio. Or not. Yeah, they have to. I think they really have to update this site because a lot of the links too are bad. So I don't know. Carverism. Ooh. Oh, I love this. Like some of his statements and sayings. I love this. Do you know what this plant is? Because he knew. I know that's right. Oh, this is beautiful. Because like I said, he incorporated God, the Most High God and the Creator in all things. I know that's right. I sure can. Wow. I know we need to get back to gardening. Many of us are, which is a beautiful thing. Ah! This right here, y'all, beautiful. Mysteries are things we don't understand because we haven't learned to tune in. And finding true faith in the Creator is solving the greatest mystery of all. Let me go. I love this. Woo! I know that's right. You gotta listen. As long as there is breath in your body, I don't care what's going on, what it may look like. We walk by faith, you hear me? And as long as the Lord gave you life, it's opportunity. Ooh, this is so powerful. My goodness. My goodness. Look, look. Oh, these people try to discredit this man. You know how intelligent you have to be to even have a sentiment like this about a field in a science such as chemistry? What? What? Most of y'all don't even know what a periodic table is. It's like, I'm playing, but look at what he said, y'all. I use chemistry in exactly the same way. Talk your talk, Dr. Carver, that a housewife uses a cook stove. It is only a tool to get the job done. Yeah. He knew chemistry like the back of his hand. Do you hear me? Said he ain't new to this. He true to this. Oh! And we know what science he talking about. He said, I'm not interested in science or anything else that leaves God out of it. I know that's right. Because again, there's true science and then there's that science falsely so-called now. That's scripture for you. Mm-mm-mm. And unfortunately, I mean, in a way, it's a blessing that the Father called him home when he did, because for him to exist in this world today would be misery. Oh, this is oh, this is beautiful. No individual has any right to come into the world and go out of it without leaving behind him distinct and legitimate reasons for having passed through it. Woo! Do something with your life. Mm-mm-mm. I mean, this man was full of so much wisdom. Mm-mm-mm. That's beautiful. All right, y'all, let's see. Wow, and that was digitized in 2022. Well, this is Carver's peanut milk. This recipe, I guess. Ooh, my bad, y'all. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, things are happening. Let's see. Wow. I told you, the world over. Oh my gosh. Do y'all see this? Someone from the Congo, after this man has passed on to glory, talking about how Dr. Carver's work, he is indebted to that knowledge. Because in learning that he could extract milk from the peanut. Oh my goodness. They wrote to Dr. Carver in 1918, and he responded by instructing them on how the culture of the peanut plant could save infants, could save animals. I know that's right. The Lord has lost a sainted human, but no man has ever earned more. What? But no man has ever more earned his heavenly rest. There have been many men that have earned it, but yes, he is among them for sure. My goodness. And I guess these are different quotes, or this is like his recommendations for, I'm going to try to make some peanut milk, y'all. Wow. Man. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Yeah, now I understand why they seek to. What I don't understand is why this information, I mean, I understand why it's protected in the way that it is, but I don't understand why it's not more readily available and accessible. We got to start supporting, those of us with the means to do so, our universities and institutions, and ensuring that the people in charge in these environments and spaces, really have our best interest at heart and are interested in preserving this stuff and updating these sites and stuff so that our people can access this. All of these people talking about this man's genius and expertise. Man, if y'all don't go on somewhere. Wow. Wow, I didn't even know that he studied mycology as well. Fungi, mushrooms, which is, I guess, is still considered a fungi. We'll go into that. His knowledge of nature and good habitat for finding fungi is uncanny. We have nobody to take his place. It was he who introduced the vice president to the mysteries of plant fertilization. This scientist, who belonged to another race, deepened his appreciation of plants in a way he never thought, that he will never forget. Right, it has. This man was saving lives, literally. Not just human lives, animal lives, plant lives. The scripture says, give honor where honor is due. Wow. Lectures he gave. You don't lecture on something you don't understand or have an intricate working knowledge of, an expertise of. That man had the nerve to say that and I can't remember the word he used, but it was an exaggeration that basically what he invented and what he knew was some blown out of proportion reality. No, actually, quite the opposite. There wasn't enough praise and knowledge and recognition of what this man did. What? Are you kidding me? There wasn't enough. And how his work is still impacting our lives in ways we can't even understand. Y'all go back and watch that video where we watched another content creator, an Italian American, disrespect our elder and talk about how this man is some myth. A lie if I've ever heard one. Extremely disrespectful. He is, as regards of complexion and features, an absolute Negro. But in the cut of his clothes, the accent of his speech, the soundness of his science, he might be professor of botany, not at Tuskegee, but Oxford or Cambridge. Any European botanist of distinction, after 10 minutes conversation with this man, instinctively would deal with him. And I'm going to jack this up. De poussin, poussin. I don't know what that means. I'm going to Google it, though, later. Man, please. And to be quite honest, quite literally, he would run circles around y'all. So please. Please, it would be y'all's honor to have conversation with this man, this absolute Negro. Right. Yeah, I got my PhD from Cornell, but my education from Dr. Carver. I know that's right. Medical doctor here. He had genius for the care of muscular injury and overwhelming knowledge of anatomy. And this man was so humble. In that interview, when he was talking about his discoveries with oil for, is it dystrophy or atrophy, muscular atrophy? Essentially, that man tried to give him some credit, like, all right, doctor, and he was like, well, I'm not that kind of doctor. I'm not a physician. Yes, you were, Dr. Carver. Yes, you were. You were a healer indeed. He could run his fingers over an afflicted leg and say, life ends about here. Setting out a paralyzed muscle and going to work on it. More competence than I have seen in the most professionally trained physical therapist. Dr. Carver taught me that the human brain, my brain, had incalculable wealth. And all I had to do to free it was to want to. I know that's right. Y'all forgive me. I'm like jumping for joy on the inside. This is just so beautiful. All glory to the Most High to read this. And I mean, how many other records and documents of the brilliant people, because it wasn't just Dr. Carver. He was made up of our people. That same ingenuity, that same brilliance that ran through him, inspired by and through the power of the Most High God, is accessible to us all if we want it. What does scripture say? Ask and ye shall receive, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you. He giveth to all men with no respects of person, women included in that. Huh? And it just blows my mind that we can go out of our way, especially in the field of botany and herbalism, to credit people who came way later and those before without the level of contribution, without the level of brilliance that this man had. And center those people in those stories. Not that they don't matter, not that they're not important, but neglect to situate this individual at all? Huh? This entire nation and every generation that will come after him is indebted to this man. His story should not just be relegated to the archives of an historically black college or university. No. Especially in these fields, this should be the foundation and the starting point, much of it, in most of the curriculum. I mean, my goodness, the things that our people have invented and created. Think about the thousands upon thousands upon thousands of patents by our people that weren't stolen. Ideas that weren't patented by other people who truly didn't pioneer or create or think up those things. Think about the ones we actually got credit for. Amazing. Amazing. We got to take more pride in who we are and where we come from, and in honoring our ancestors and those that have come before us. And the way you do that is through memory. You remember them. And you spend time learning of their lives, learning what they knew, learning of their interactions and experiences while we still can. And all we truly know from what we've seen in just the few resources, documents, audio recordings, videos about his life is a fraction of who this man was and what he contributed to the world and to so many fields of science. This man was a miracle and a blessing from above. They took that man's manhood from him, castrated him. They took his family from him and his life from him in so many ways. But the Father blessed him abundantly. And best and believe that justice will be served and done by our Father in heaven for not just him, but all of our ancestors. I think about Lake Lanier and the town. They flooded, they drowned. And all those people who lost their lives, had their lives taken from them, a whole community destroyed, so that a lake, I think about all the towns that they burned down. And this is after enslavement, by the way. This is recent history. So where we're talking on the one hand about reparation for the chattel slave experience in those centuries of suffering and violence and horror, we ain't even mentioned yet all that came after that. Because I think that there should be repair, not for all of that holistically, though that may be a good starting point, but separately, in addition to, and more for. And at the end of the day, repair is a freaking misnomer, because there's truly nothing you can do, nothing you can give in this world to repair what's been done. But that is the least you can do. Yeah, we gotta reclaim and start telling the stories of our people. Because if we don't, fools like Adam, the man on YouTube talking about, his accomplishments were really exaggerated and he really wasn't a great scientist or innovator at all. What? How dare you? Shame on you to fix your mouth and say some bullcrap like that because of 3 or 4 books that you read, written by people who didn't know that man? Are you so for real? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.